moment that we have left, we want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
Yo, in case you forgot, it's the voice of the fan. And we're from Philadelphia and we fight. Dig it. Hey everybody, it's Jeff Crawley, the voice of the fan. Thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. Coming to you to talk to you tonight about the All-22 Coaches Tape review of the Eagles' thrilling come-from-behind victory 30-27 over the Indianapolis Colts Monday night. The star of the game, without question, has to be Darren Sproles. Darren Sproles running over, around, through that 19-yard run he had, touchdown run he had towards the end of the game, really showing the effects of the Chip Kelly system wearing people down. But Darren Sproles, what a phenomenal game he had. Let's talk a little bit about our guy, Nick Foles. Nick Foles, at first glance, when I watched this game, I thought, he's really not playing any better than he did the first game. Maybe a little bit better because he really wasn't that good in the second half against Jacksonville, if you recall. But watching the tape, he actually was quite a bit better this time than he was the first game. He didn't miss nearly as many throws, didn't miss nearly as many wide receivers. Was he perfect? Absolutely not. He missed some throws, he made some bad throws, but his decision making was a lot better. And that's the thing that I'm focused on with Nick Foles. The throws, the timing, all of that. It's really the first time he and Macklin have been together for a year. And so he's working with a whole new set of receivers. I'm not trying to make excuses or anything, but that'll get better. The timing will get better as time goes on. So I'm not worried about that. I'm really worried. I was worried about his decision making, but that seems to be better. He missed a couple guys, yes, he missed a couple guys open, but nowhere near what it was the first time. And speaking of beast mode, let's talk about Zach Ertz first of all. I mean, really, Zach Ertz is going to be just an unstoppable force in this league for years and years to come. Catches everything thrown to him, except the one that Nick threw behind him, but that wasn't really his fault. He's a nightmare mismatch for defenders. Defensive coordinators are going to be up at night late, just like they are with Jimmy Graham, because Ertz is too big for a safety and he's too fast for a linebacker. Not going to be able to cover him at all. And on the other side of the ball, Fletcher Cox, this guy is ridiculous. He's ridiculous. He forced the fumble on the Ahmad Bradshaw play. He was actually double teamed. Double team, fights through the double team and strips Ahmad Bradshaw of the ball. Just an unbelievable play. And that's just one of many plays he made throughout the game. Fletcher Cox is really a great defensive player. Great defensive tackle for the Eagles, or defensive end for the Eagles, and he's going to be another star in this league for a long way to go. And also on the defensive side, let's talk about this penalty on Brandon Boykin that should have been called when T.Y. Hilton flopped like a Brazilian soccer player when he was pushing off. I guess that's the whole story then. Anyway, everybody was complaining about that, saying, oh, it should have been pass interference or illegal contact. First of all, it was within 5 yards, okay? So it's not illegal contact because it was within 5 yards. Secondly, the contact was initiated by T.Y. Hilton. He was pushing off on Brandon Boykin, and when Boykin reached to get his hands off him, Hilton falls down, flopping like LeBron in Game 4 of the finals. Anyway, whatever. So that was not a penalty. I don't care what anybody says, and I'll fight with you to the death and if you disagree. It was not a penalty on Brandon Boykin. It was just a legit interception. Great play by Malcolm Jenkins. Last but not least, when is Lane Johnson coming back? When is Lane Johnson coming back? Because Andrew Gardner, the right tackle, that dude, I don't even have words to describe how poorly he played. I'm reading Jeff McClain's review in the Inquirer today, the Philadelphia Inquirer, and he said that Andrew Gardner got better as the game went on. I'm going to say he sucked less as the game went on because he was really, really bad. I mean, really bad. He got beat. I didn't chart or anything, but he got beat probably, I'd say 85% of the time when he was out there. Every time there was a mistake at first you think, oh, that's Nick Foles' fault. It was because he was being rushed by the guy, whoever was rushing Andrew Gardner. I don't even know what the guy's name was, but Gardner was terrible. Terrible. He was bad. That's all I can say. But anyway, hopefully he gets better. He did suck less, like I said, towards the end of the game, but Lane Johnson needs to come back. We're going to talk about this tomorrow when we talk about the Redskins game, but I'm really concerned about this guy going up against Ryan Kerrigan. I'm really concerned about it. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. So that's my review of the All-22. Great win by the Eagles. Better than I thought it was at first glance. You know, my initial reaction, of course, I was very excited about the win. There were some concerns. But the key, again, I'll say this again and again, the key to this season is Nick Foles and his decision-making. And Monday night, his decision-making was pretty good. It was much better than it was. Can he get better? Obviously he can. So we will see. I'll talk to you tomorrow night. Eagles, Redskins preview. Deshaun coming back to the link. It's going to be exciting. Thanks for watching. Peace.